Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world or whatever time it is. I thought I'd drop by and give you a quick update from cold Chicago, where I am, to give you a latest snapshot of my progress with my project, tackling food insecurity in Nigeria through the AI and the gene modification of whiteflies. Feels like I'm always learning something new. So let's dive into it. I'll keep it short, no matter how long your coffee break is. So, a quick overview of the latest happenings with my project. I'm tackling food insecurity in Nigeria and beyond through AI and gene editing of whiteflies. It's been a challenging but rewarding journey, and I can say that this project is making solid progress thanks to the support of all the stakeholders and incredible people. Me wearing many different hats and learning from different groups of people, scientists, governments, policymakers, etc. First up, I had a really exciting development this week. I connected with Dr. Wilhelm Gruissem, a leading researcher in plant biotechnology. He's currently doing research at National Chung Hsing University in Taiwan, focusing on cassava and rice. And his past work has been critical in understanding genetic resistance to cassava mosaic disease or CMD. Now, I reached out to Dr. Gruissem because of his deep expertise in plant genetics, and he got back to me with some great feedback after 4 weeks. And I've first heard of the professor from Seren Villwock, who I spoke with earlier last month about from Cornell University, and then I got his reference again, and then I got Dr. Gruissem's reference again from University of Pennsylvania, Dr. Poethig, who's one of the senior people in the gene editing departments. Anyhow, Dr. Gruissem particularly expressed interest in learning about my US patent pending project, which is the gene editing process to modify the whiteflies, the primary vector for CMD, to reduce the spread of the disease. Dr. Gruissem also mentioned that the Gates Foundation funded some whitefly related projects at institutions like the John Innes Center and Penn State University. And these are the ones that happened in the US. This is big because it shows that there's a real interest in this field, and I might be able to leverage some of Dr. Gruissem's connections and, of course, his guidance to propel my project forward. What's also great about Dr. Gruissem's response is that he pointed me to his work on the POLD1 and CMD2 resistance gene, while Dr. Gruissem and his partners' work focuses on tomato currently, since Taiwan doesn't have the cassava or CMD virus. The principles could directly tie into my work with cassava. You mentioned that they have international patent applications pending for their work in this area. So there's a clear potential for synergy. We're arranging a Zoom call, and I'm excited to learn more about his research. This is a key step in moving my project forward and getting valuable insights from a top tier researcher in the field. Big thanks again to Seren Villwock from Cornell University for giving me Dr. Gruissem's reference, and Dr. Poethig from University of Pennsylvania. This is a solid win for my project. Now, moving on to the communication aspect of my project, I've been in talks with SXSW Austin, Texas, and the Montreal World Summit AI about speaking opportunities. These conferences are a great chance to raise awareness about my project, especially in the new year. And I'll update you on the results as soon as I know more. And thanks to Ian Lockhart from Knowledge Society for vouching me for conferences like SXSW. And if you're a conference organizer from these conferences which I mentioned, feel free to reach out to me, because I'm in talks with your team, and it would be great if I can get the word out there to boost the credibility of my project and speak about the future of AI in gene editing field as a whole. I'm also open to that. As for the technical side of things, the development of my AI platform and gene editing simulations is moving along, but it's taking a bit more time than I expected. I need to learn more technical. I realize that I require to learn more technical knowledge to make sure that I'm doing it right, to make sure that I'm doing it all right. But I'm committed to delivering a high quality product to you that will give you the full picture, that will give you the whole picture of what I've been working on, hence so that it's not just half cocked and I'm just putting it out there. So I'm expecting to have it ready by the end of this month. I'll just say it will be ready by this time, but I seriously think it will be ready by the end of this month, and I'll get feedback from a few of the people who guide me, like Max Newlon at TKS, to ensure it's on track. This week, I also made some key connections. Thanks to Bobby Chakravarty from Organon, I was introduced to Dr. Arpa Ganguly at the University of Pennsylvania for insights into the genetic diagnostics and potential collaborations on the whitefly modification aspect of my project. Dr. Ganguly, while not working directly in gene editing for plants, connected me with Dr. Scott Poethig, a professor at UPenn who specializes in plant genetics. Dr. Poethig could provide critical insights, and I'm looking forward to discussing potential collaborations with him soon. Also, thanks to Bobby Chakravarty from Organon, I've been in touch with Dr. Sunil Wattal, who said he's willing to chat about how he can help guide my project. These connections are exactly what I need to continue refining the science behind my work. I've received some good news this week. I made it to the next stage of the Sustainable Food Solutions Challenge 2025 by Mass Switzerland. I'll be invited for a one-on-one call or demo day with potential corporate partners. If selected, this could provide me much needed funding for the next phases of my project. On top of that, I've got 25 more grant applications to submit, including to organizations like the Gates Foundation and the National Science Foundation, NSF. So I'll be heads down applying for those in the coming weeks. Now, over the holiday season, I focused on spending time with my family and, of course, recharging, doing some fun stuff. Not that this project is not fun. This is very fun for me. I just started it as soon as the new year came. I started working on this project again, and I hope to make it quite building focused. While next week I'm in India, so I'm doing that. I'll speak to Times of India there as well. As my focus will remain on consolidating and executing my action plan. My goal is to secure funding to start lab work with Dr. Vincent Fong Dong at Delaware State University. Once that's in place, I'll be looking to expand my partnerships and hopefully start turning my two main products, GeneGuard AI and the whitefly modification process, into a viable business. It's been another solid week of progress, and I'm grateful for all the feedback and guidance I've been getting. I'm looking forward to pushing this project forward and sharing more updates with you in the coming months. Thanks again for your support, and I'll see you next time.